Stage 5 of the 2017 Tour de Langkawi would take the riders 151.5 kilometers from Meru Raya to Kuala Kubu Baru. Going into the 5th stage, Ryan Gibbons of Dimension Data still leading in the yellow jersey general classification, ahead of Cameron Bailey of ISOA Swiss Wellness by 11 seconds. Alberto Cecchin of Via Triestina third at 15 seconds. The top 10, Yevgeny Gidic at 17 in 4th. Chris Harper in 5th at 21. Level with Mexib Debesay in 6th. Daniel Jaramillo in 7th. Egan Bernal in 8th. Tim Rowe in 9th. And Ben O'Connor in 10th place. Scott Sunderland leading in the points jersey competition in the teal jersey with 27 points, 1 point ahead of Travis McCabe of United Healthcare, and Ryan Gibbons at 26 points. John Ebsen still leads in the King of the Mountains competition with 29 points ahead of Mexeb Debesay as 25 and Cameron Bailey with 20. Yevgeny Gidic leading in the Best Asian Rider competition ahead of Nakane of Nippo Vini Fantini and Hayakawa of Isan Racing straight out of the blocks. And the riders were keen to get the breakaways underway. It was a solo breakaway, and Fausto Masnada was leading by 1 minute and 57 seconds. 3 intermediate sprints along the route. The first one would come at 70.5 kilometers, with the King of the Mountains point to come at 92.3, a category 4 climb, before the final 2 intermediate sprints at 105.4 kilometers at Slim River and 127 kilometers at Tanjong Lim. The breakaway was building as he went through, and 3 minutes and 50 he was building his gap to as the pressure went off the front of the peloton. For Dimension Data, they were keen to try and let a breakaway go clear, but those riders that wanted the bonus seconds on the intermediate sprints were quite content to let one man solo in the lead. As they came towards the first intermediate sprint of the day, Fausto Masnada from Italy would ride through Bidor in the lead. And he would have been hoping at some point some riders might have joined him. It was going to be a long, lonely day out in the lead for the Androni Giacottoli rider. He took maximum points through the first sprint of the day. And behind it was the points leader, Scott Sunderland, that led the yellow jersey across the line to defend his lead at this point in the stage. Fausto Masnada took 5, Scott Sunderland 3, Ryan Gibbons 2, and Anthony Giacopo of ISOA Swiss Wellness took the 4th place. As we moved on towards the category 4 King of the Mountains at Trolac, the summit coming at 92.3 kilometers into the stage, and nothing too steep for the riders to worry about, but our solo leader was going to crest the summit to sweep up the prize at the top of the climb. Behind it was the King of the Mountains leader, John Ebsen, and his teammate that were making sure that the Manzana Postobon riders in the pink, who had been challenging him for the King of the Mountains competition, weren't going to take the points away from him. And John Ebsen crossed the line in 2nd place, with Jin Hong Kyung taking the 1 point in 3rd place. That meant that John Ebsen extended his lead in the King of the Mountains competition. As the race moved on to the 2nd intermediate sprint of the day at 105.4 kilometers, Dimension Data were upping the pace in the peloton behind. The gap had settled around the 3-minute mark after 95 kilometers, and Fausto Masnada would roll through the 2nd intermediate sprint to take maximum points once again. The battle behind was hotting up, and it was the former stage winner 2015, Jin Yong Seo of KSBO Bianchi, who would out-sprint the yellow jersey for the second place. Gibbons taking 2 points ahead of Rafael Andriotto of Villa Triestina, who took the 1 point. As the race headed towards the third sprint of the day at Tanjung Malim, the leader, Fausto Masnada, had been out in the lead for most of the stage, and his gap was coming down steadily. He took the maximum points behind once again. It was Jun Yong Seo of KSPO Bianchi who led Ryan Gibbons' teammate Mengseb Devasay for the second place, with Daeyoung Kim, also of KSPO Bianchi, taking the 4th place. With 10 kilometers to go, the gap had tumbled to 20 seconds. It was game over for the Italian from Bergamo and Androni Giacottoli, but a gutsy ride out in the lead nonetheless, and he was caught by the peloton, led once again by Dimension Data, looking to deliver the yellow jersey to the stage of victory that he so much sought after. Jacques Jansi van Rensburg, the road captain for Dimension Data, keeping everything organised on the front of the race, while at the back Ayman Zarif was tailing the peloton. A big crash took out 4 riders from KSPO. Suko Kang looked like the worst off as he struggled to get back to his feet. He would continue in the race as they came to the finish. United Healthcare were looking to try and lead out for Travis McCabe. Marco Benfato just putting his hand across Travis McCabe, and that would be a move that he would pay for after the finish. Coming in towards the line, Mengseb Devasay opened up the lead out and handed over to the yellow jersey, Ryan Gibbons. And as he headed towards the final few hundred meters of the stage, Ryan Gibbons in the yellow jersey took stage 5. Ryan Gibbons took it ahead of Jakub Mareshko, and Marco Benfato was relegated for the sprint irregularity, and 3rd place went to Travis McCabe.